hello, hello, up there, above and below. We are the Total Waffle crew. I am Captain Total Waffle, and I am sailing to you with a tale of great woe and hardship. But perhaps the worst of the woe is behind us, because indeed we are not challenged on our home soil. We proud English folk are pushing out in ways that our rivals could only dream of. We have taken on the Empire! The Grand Empire! Well, the Holy Roman Empire anyway. And we have reduced them to but a mere fraction of what they used to be. So much so that the Danes have decided that now we are not worth ignoring any longer, and they are trying their best to seize our new holdings in Frankfurt. Of course, we don't want them to do that, so what we have opted to do is to teach them a lesson. If they are to take Frankfurt, and, not an insignificant place, but, not the linchpin of our entire realm or anything, well, then we are going to go and take the linchpin of theirs, because that's Hamburg, and that's such an important region for them militarily. It is the biggest castle, and it will be throughout the entirety of the game. If we can control this, we set the terms of war with the Danes. That's just how it is. We can shut them out of Europe with just this region. So that is what we are going to try and do, and, we will get as many mercenaries along the way as we might need, and all the while we are of course also attacking Paris, because the French have decided to get up in our grills, and so it falls to us to teach these snail-eating cinephiles a bit of a lesson. Once we have Paris, then they will have two regions left. They will be pulled apart by the very force of arms that they tried to oppose, that they tried to invade, rather foolishly. And all the while, we will still have castles here in Central Europe that will continue to make wonderful things happen. Before we end this turn, though, and see whether the Danes will truly want their Frankfurters lean and mean, I'm going to say hello to Captain Dieter.
Be gone!
Because while I am not his Kaiser, I probably should be. This is not the army of greatness that he seems to imply with his defiance. Oh, and surely he does know it, because he just retreats into Hungarian lands. Oh, goodness me. Yeah. Well, if that's how he wants it, then we're just going to continue down and take on Innsbruck.
Moving to crush the enemy.
In what, in our modern day, is Western Austria, as it happens. Yeah. We already control what's basically acknowledged to be Switzerland in Bern, and Staufen in southern Germany. Yeah. So there is not much left for the Germans to write home about, because they don't have much of a home to write home to. Anyhow, let's end the turn and see whether we can keep it up, and whether our holdings in Cairo will continue to prosper. We sure do hope so. Oh yes, Siege of Antioch, all that good stuff. More of that is coming your way. Welcome to the Total Waffle Show! Oh, hello, the Spanish are here! They have noticed us.
I am spent, sire. I shall continue.
And the Milanese are trying for Bern. Not necessarily the place that I would go if I were to try to be successful. But here comes Captain Frederick. That's how we would pronounce it in Danish, at least. I know that in German parlance, as well as English, you would default to Frederick, or something like that, or Frederick. But this guy would probably prefer it Frederick, because we like the softening of our D's almost as much as we like boiled potatoes, and that's a heck of a lot. So let's show all these moldy potatoes of men that they do not belong in this land. On our positive side, I believe we have some ballista towers on the walls of our settlement, so Frankfurt is not unprepared. We're just slightly understaffed for the moment. Let's see what we can do, though. Here are our walls, and here are our towers. Aren't they looking nice? I think they look lovely. Of course, they are not cannon towers, they're not quite that destructive, but they will be destructive enough. And they will probably be more than a little menacing to even their ballistas. I don't know if the ballistas can outrange our towers. They might be able to. Anyhow, what we're going to do is basically defend our walls with archers. We're going to make sure that our spears are there to plug any gaps. If possible, I would love for our ballistas to be set up in a way that's maximally useful to us. So we'll put them there for now, just in case they end up going through the gate. Then this will be really good. But if not, then we'll need them somewhere else. But only time will tell. And our spear militia will be gathered up and plastered along the ground like this. We're ready. And I think we shall use fire arrows for our archers. It's a slower rate of fire, but it's a better kill ratio, if nothing else, right? If an arrow hits and it is inflamed, there's a higher chance that it will actually kill its target, regardless of any armor. And it seems that these ballistas are indeed able to reach the wall without our towers shooting back at them. So we're going to be sitting here for a little bit and just watching as our hard-built stone crumbles into dust. Alright, we are on it, and the enemy is finally attacking. Slightly confusedly, though. It's not clear to me if they have actually determined to find the way in. But we are going to take them on. Every single Viking raider. Oh, hello, they're coming onto the wall like that. Okay, okay. Are they coming this side as well? Nope, it's only over here that they're bringing their ladders. Okay, okay. I guess we can be okay with that. I mean, they are dismounted Huskarls, so they will be a little annoying to deal with. But we might be able to shoot them decently. Let's see, they have a shield stat of 6! For such a little round thing that... okay, fair enough. They must be really good at using them then. So far, though, our towers are actually killing quite a few of them. And now they run inside. Hello, Huskarls. Shoot whatever you can, good sirs. Shoot whatever you can. Or the Viking raiders over there. Anything! Just shoot something.
The enemy have ladders. Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Dum-da-dum-da-dum. Come on, guys. Gather up. It's not going to be pretty, this one. Are you guys shooting? It seems to me that you're not. You're really just taking a long lunch, aren't you? But it's the wrong day to do so. The enemy is amassing right here, right where you are, and you need to stop them. Are you going to do it? Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Over here, we're doing okay. Over here, less so. We're really going to need some good, solid solutions. So our archers are going to shoot down like this. The ballista is going to aim over here. And together, that's going to probably do good things. There the Huskarls go, and they are just seeking another way in to help their ailing friends, the Viking raiders. But we're going to shoot them with flaming arrows. It's going to be good. Okay. Come, sweet archers, do your worst. Or best, you know. Ooh, that's a good one. It's a very good one. Now this is a battle that we may not be able to win, but we can make it really costly for the enemy with relatively little spent for the privilege. Okay. Pull them back. I think. Just a little bit. Or maybe... I don't know. It's really a delicate game of angles with these ballistas. If we can get them in, you know, lock them in really nice, then we can do good things, but it's really hard to get the perfect angle to shoot over your own men and into the enemy. We have a town militia over there that needs to be taught a lesson, and I think our general would love to do exactly that. We're the only ones to have an actual dedicated general's bodyguard on the field, and that will confer upon us some advantage. Not enormous advantage, but some advantage. We might as well use it. Let's see if they manage to charge properly. Da-da-da-da-da-da! Yeah, just about. Yeah. It's very good. Nice. Nice. Let's do that again. Shoot them. Goolally. Huskarls wavering, that's what we like to see. Charge them again, my dear friends. Charge them again. Charge them every day. Charge them that they may fall away. No, the archers refuse to shoot properly. What on earth is this?
St. George, save us. The enemy have the walls. Look to our defense.
Oops, not a great charge from our cavalry there. We're gonna have to do that again. And now, our line falters, our ballistas that haven't been able to do much can now do basically nothing. Which is a bit of a problem. But at least our cavalry still charges ahead, doing what they do best.
My lord, only half our force remains.
You can't shoot downwards? Come on, guys. Give it a go. Okay, see, you can do stuff.
By the Almighty,
okay.
Or a military genius can bring us victory from this.
You all shooting? No, you're not. You should be. You're facing some of the toughest opposition of anyone on the field. But you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in the power of you. No, you shouldn't be shooting that way. Come on. Hey, what is this guy doing out here? They just want to have a look at the view? What's going on? I mean, it's a lovely view, don't get me wrong, but... it's a bit weird. Okay, let's just rain some death upon them. As much as possible, as quickly as possible. So we're gonna douse the flames. And send them rolling downhill like turds on the River Thames. Or something like that. Okay, it seems we have some Huskarls coming up here. Let's just douse flames and start shooting as many arrows. We're going to go for volume this time. Ah, they're running away. Not great. Come, my friends. Give them a little charge, see what they do. Maybe they'll run away, that would be nice. Town militia, though they are spearmen, can still be broken by a good cavalry charge. I'm not sure this was the ideal cavalry charge, but still, you know, it's going okay. Our presence of our general nearby is probably helping these archer militia withstand a little bit longer odds than they would otherwise be happy to do. But it's not looking great. But the longer we can have them there, the better we'll be off. Because it's longer time and control of some towers. It's longer for our cavalry to have a little bit of effective
our enemy has
reach
command
upon the
of
enemy.
city.
But now we are in trouble.
My lord, the enemy is no longer in command of the city.
The scouts have found our weak point. Oh well, let's try to smack down some archers. Might as well try. Let's see if we can rout them. Sometimes forcing your cavalry into them like this can, cause a little bit more damage per second, and usually that's the metric that I would use to judge whether we can reduce the morale of a certain unit. You know, if a unit is wavering or shaken, then you will often be able to rout them simply by incurring a lot of losses very quickly, whether that is with a volley of arrows or something else. Like these guys, right? They're shaken. So we might be able to force our way into them, deliver a lot of damage at high risk to ourselves for a little bit, and yep, you see, that routs them again.
Half the enemy force remains.
That's a way to effectively play the game's mechanics, base mechanics to your advantage. Even in suboptimal tactical situations.
Our enemy has command of the city. By St. George, our foe has lost control of the
You
city.
see, the fact that they don't have a proper general with them means that they are getting exhausted from fighting, and that is making them a lot less likely to fight effectively. And we can sort of rout them little by little. If the enemy just keeps bungling their overall attack plan like they currently are, then yeah, that's going to lead to a lot of unnecessary casualties on their part. Hello, peasant archers. I'm going to charge you down. What's this? Huskars. Yeah, need to shoot them. The Huskars have better morale, better base morale, which makes it a lot harder to take them out. But we can soften them up with some arrow fire. They'll probably be tired as well as anybody else. So, or as much as anybody else, I should say. We'll just rest our troops a little bit, that they might provide a slightly better charge. The ballistas, we don't need to count them, basically. Let's see if we can charge them down from this distance. Yep, we can. And it's going to do a lot of damage to them. Eager from the charge, but they collapse quickly. Very good. Alright, back to the archers, everybody. We want to catch these because they have good base morale, which makes it much more likely that they will reform, given enough time. But the thing is, we won't be able to win this fight, I think, because yeah, they're sort of obstructing our way into town.
The chance for us to
we might be able to run all the way back to town like this, but it's not likely. Yeah, we've lost the battle.
Our enemies have snatched victory from us like thieves in the night.
But, you know, I think our general has done a heroic deed today. 385 casualties to his name alone. That's really good work. We cannot fault his performance in the slightest. So, Humphrey Cracker, you're a cracking gentleman as far as I'm concerned. So, the Danes take Frankfurt by losing half their army. This is kind of a Pyrrhic victory for them, and we shall prove that by taking on Hamburg. A new threat news has spread from merchants of the Far East, who speak in great fear of a fierce warlord from Mongolia named Genghis Khan, who has amassed an unstoppable horde of cavalry. These Mongols are reportedly sweeping across Transoxania at a frightening rate, and look set on continuing westward, either north or south of the Caspian Sea. Well, how fascinating!
By your will, sire,
ooh, the Danes have a mind to meet us on the field of battle. So we are going to need some additional troops. As many as we can get, basically. And then we're going to take them on. Hello, Captain Hawkner. This army is only slightly superior to the other one, mainly for having some experienced troops, a few more Huskarls, and of course feudal knights and mounted Huskarls. First time we're fighting these guys. They can actually be really deadly against cavalry, which is potentially a problem. But if we can take them on with spearmen, no problem, because there are not that many of them. So, Robin, it is time to prove yourself worthy of your nobility.
Glory to your name, sire!
This is an interesting field, because we may be able to get a decent height advantage here. We're just going to assemble all of our crossbows, of which we have 6, right up here. All mercenaries, of course, but these mercenary crossbows are pretty darned good. They pack a lot of punch, particularly in this sort of relatively early stage of the game. You know, I think I'm going to go with a slightly different approach for our spears. So we're going to go flank, and then 2 of those. And 1, and then 2 of those. And them up, and 2 of those, and like that. Oh yeah. Bugger. But then, boom. Like that. So this is going to be how we're setting it up. So we are flanking our troops with the sturdiest of them, which are the mercenary spearmen. And then we're keeping the squishier spear militia simply filling in ranks in front of them. Or between them, but in front of our precious mercenaries. And then, of course, we have our heavy cavalry, which we will basically put in one lovely blob. Okay, now we need to move fast. So, we're going to send our crossbows up here. We're going to stand there and shoot at the enemy. We're going to put our melee line quite a decent way in front of them, because then our crossbows will be able to reach over them, or fire over them. In all likelihood, the Danish enemies will simply come toward us, straight toward us with Huskarls in front. We can technically reach them, but it's a bad firing angle from here, so we're going to prioritize getting a better angle over getting to shooting a bit quicker. It's going to be needed. Our cavalry will position itself in less of a rush. This first section of the battle will be all about the infantry. Yeah. Even this is not ideal, actually. We should try to press our infantry forward just a tiny bit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put these ones over here by default. And these ones will rush over here, as a rule. These guys push into the skulls. Huskarlen, as we might say in Danish. Huskarlen. There's some town militia over there. They will be met in every conceivable way by spearmen that are way up to the challenge. At this point, it'll be very useful to us to start doing mean things with our cavalry. You see, our crossbows are now firing in a very decent arc here. Over the heads of both our troops and their front line, which is okay. But means that we're sort of pinning down the Huskarls, and if we can kill their general like this, that would be great. Troops of theirs are starting to break. Scouts coming in. Huskarls coming in. Now diminished to less than half their original number. This is when our knights will start making life hell for their archers. They don't have the same morale benefits that we do, given that we have an actual general on the field. So far we've yet to fight any Danish army led by a general. So we will simply try to press on like a big gauntlet clad in iron. They might feel like they're winning in certain parts because they're unit-to-unit matchups can be favorable, the Danes are generally very good at handling enemy infantry. That's what their infantry is really good at. And that's what their armies are all about. They have their Norse swordsmen, they're also pretty good. But nothing will prepare any infantry unit for being charged in the rear by heavy cavalry. It's simply not something that they love to have happen to them. And you can see, yep, they all collapse in on themselves. So we have lost quite a lot of troops because it's been a grueling fight for those few minutes, but it has turned decisively in our favor, and we now have the brawn still. Yeah, that can allow us to push on and claim Hamburg. And any mercenaries that their generals may have wanted to utilize in the area have effectively been bought by us, which is another advantage to buying mercenaries. You know, it keeps your enemies from getting them. So that's amazing. Any Danish prince wanting to aid his realm in a pinch will find it impossible to do so without training more troops. And most of their troop training capacity will be in Hamburg itself. So unless they've really been stocking up on troops in an extraordinary fashion, I think we can consider them tactically outmaneuvered at this point. Or strategically outmaneuvered, I should say. Tactically as well, because that's what we're doing right now. But our tactical supremacy over them on this field today has ensured our strategic superiority as well.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we
Look
have won
at
here
that.
today.
And we heal a little bit, which is great. Robin himself has caught a lot of prisoners. Yeah, our cavalry have essentially not killed a lot of people. They've mostly caught and captured a lot of people. Our crossbowmen have delivered a couple of little convincing volleys, but they haven't been able to do great work today. But it's been good enough. Ooh, we have captured, let's see, 74 Huskars there, 98 of them there, 101 there, of the feudal knights. So these are pretty valuable troops overall. Do we want them to potentially have them? Oh, okay, you can pay, you say. Yeah, you really tend to get in the papal bad books if you start executing fellow Christians. But if they can't pay up, then that's what, you know, that's what happens.
By God's will,
And
we have
Robin gets
triumphed.
a command star,
Hail,
or
my
two.
king. If it is a fight you wish, come closer.
Alright, let's just briefly go over our troops here.
Sire, orders.
Superb.
Sire,
Purchase more of them. Again, robbing them
Hail,
of
my king.
the ability to do the same.
As you will, my king. Battle will resolve
Ooh,
our
okay.
differences.
Well, these guys will basically be shot to pieces by our crossbows, and then hunted down by our cavalry. As for these two, depends on exactly what units they are.
Come closer,
But no, not particularly worried.
my lord.
Alright, then we have this Milanese situation. We have some decent infantry here at Bern, so they will need a lot to take us down. They have perhaps one trebuchet, but that may be too little crew to actually man a single one. One ballista, yes. 2 catapults, okay. So they can do some damage on our defenses. Of course, we can support them with infantry from Staufen.
Sire, orders.
And Staufen can in turn be supported by from Metz. That's the strength of this little triumvirate. This local triumvirate of Central European castles. Or Western European castles, arguably. Now, Nuremberg is potentially in a pinch. We're going to get some more archers. They did okay for us in the battle that we had. of Frankfurt.
My king.
And I think we'll just lay siege to the castle of Innsbruck.
We shall slaughter them, my lord. Besieging the coward.
They don't have many options, I think.
Patiently awaiting to breach.
They might try to bring in their troops from Hungary. But even if they do, it's not going to be that big of a deal. And once Innsbruck has fallen, then troops can be redeployed. You might even say that we could strike back at Frankfurt very soon. I just want to be a little careful about it. Let's see, Paris is still just being besieged and is drawing all of French attention to it. Let's have a look at the Spanish situation over here.
I seek an honorable engagement.
Hello, Vasco. Has old age had an impact on your sense of tactical, like, rationale? Because what I see is a man without much competence. Oh, but we have a Captain Gomez over there. Okay. So there might even be some sense to your maneuvers. Let's see, Vasco, you have, not much. You know, these are the kinds of armies that are very bad at attacking us. So if attacking us is what they want to do, we're going to let them do it. We have city walls, that's pretty good for defense, and we've got decent units. You know, we've got some lombowmen, we've got enough spearmen to hold the line, we've got a general to put at each side. You know, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be all right. And soon, the yeoman archers are going to march forth from Caen and make life difficult for anybody challenging us. And as for Spanish mainland, if we need to punish them at some point, then the Pyrenees won't hold us back forever. Here lies Dublin. It's going to be a lovely place. We're just going to build trade infrastructure, basically. Edinburgh. An abbey here. An inn there. Stuff that helps the place grow a little bit. Bruges is building. Bruges is beautiful. More spear militia, I think. That's what you guys need. Nuremberg. Yeah, we'll keep training some troops. Construct an armorer. Yeah, that'll be good. And maybe we'll just wring a few tax credits out of them. To support the war effort, you know? Armoured swordsmen and yeoman archers will come from Staufen as soon as we have the funds to make it happen. Right. Fairly good. Milan, Sicily and Spain are all excommunicated. Man, the Pope has been busy today. Or at least in this season. 3 excommunications in a single turn. Okay. Well, we're not going to care too much about the Milanese and Sicilian ones. The Spanish one is really interesting. Here's what I want to do with that. Hello, sweet Hungarian friend. We might want to go for Antioch.
As you command, my liege. Hail, my king.
Well, we're already going for it, of course.
We shall engage.
But maybe we should just keep up the crusade for now and wait, because as soon as these guys come back into regular service, you might say, the cost is going to be immense.
Daughter of the Crown. Yes.
Yeah. So, we have sieges going on in all sorts of places. Let's have another turn. Alright, France. What do you got? Oh my god. Peringazu has decided to exit Paris with such an inferiority of strength that it cannot be overstated. Oh my lord. Alright then. Let's take him on. Christopher, you know what to do.
Muster your courage, men!
Here we stand. And there are a heck of a lot of Frenchmen gonna come out of that gate. Let's see how our archers are lined up. We have a yeoman over here. They're in a pretty good position as soon as we get the cavalry out of the way. So we're going to put them over there. Sharpish. Yes, generals, bodyguards. Or bodyguards general. We'll be heading over on the other side, and our infantry will essentially congregate. Congregate, yes, good. Over there. Yeah, I think our archers can mostly just stay where they are. We might want these guys to move a little bit. Okay, here come the feudal knights. Ooh. Ah, the general didn't quite make it over to the archers before getting or feeling the urge to
Our men are winning
put
the
himself
battle.
up against
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
other forces. Some sergeant spearmen are coming our way. We need to shoot them down, actually. Alright, let's have our generals move over to the crossbows. See what they can do over there. Oh, the yeomen are getting a little visitation from the most horrible ghosts of the past that you could imagine. The French aristocracy. Oh my lordy lord. Things are going out. But that's just what happens sometimes. I'm gonna need to take them out. Very good. Okay, they've decimated our yeoman line a little bit. Not great. But we're going to get their general now. He'll be dead before long.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Our cavalry hunt down their troops. Every single one. They're inside Paris as we speak. Now only these feudal knights and the town militia remain, and they will not remain for long.
Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well and make it so he can see us.
With a bit of luck, we can heal a few of our yeomen, but being reduced to 2 units of those is acceptable, though. It is. Okay, what remains? Are there any enemies? No.
That goes to only men of great virtue.
888 of them, all gone. Healed 1 yeoman archer. Oh dear. Ah, 2 yeoman archers. It's the only one I care about. But they did well while they were actually able to shoot, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we manage to develop the use of them. Would have loved to have some stakes, but you can't do that when a battle comes at you this way. Paris, 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 the city of lights. And now the Germans are trying to kick us out of Innsbruck. Maybe they will succeed, what do you think? Time will tell. Actually, the now is going to be telling.
Show no mercy!
So these are conditions that our German enemies wish to find themselves fighting in. What a sad day it truly is, when we proud British folk have to contend ourselves with beating up on enemies so inferior to our own tactical supremacy. But here's what we're gonna do, my lads. This is Sergeant Total Waffle, and I wish upon our enemies nothing but the greatest number of casualties possible. Over there, in the forest, come a bunch of German peasants armed with spears, hastily thrown together in a wild panic. No, we're not too afraid of them. Even our archers could probably best them on their worst day. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna march our troops toward them. We're gonna take them on as quickly as possible. We're going to start with the professionals among our foes, and make sure that they remain professional not much longer than this. They're going to be arriving into a death trap. We're going to charge into their general, slay him where he stands. They seem confused, don't they? This is Sergeant Waffle, and he's going to make the enemy pay. Yes, come this way, Germantown militia. Militia of proud German towns, no doubt. They shall retreat back into Innsbruck where we found them. Now soon we'll be joined by this lot.
George, our men have slain the enemy general.
Ah.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
But this army is already breaking. So we can now reform our army.
Lost half their men.
We can't see much, but what we can see is delicious.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
They come with their peasants. It's not going to do much for them, though.
Smash the enemy.
Let's form up our lines. Make sure not to break them. Show them what good English sausage can do. Six of the best trousers down, everybody. Ah, they're already fleeing.
They are badly bloodied. They have lost.
All they need is a little bit of encouragement, and then they shall absolutely go calling their mamas. Remember to call your mothers, everybody. It's a lovely thing to do. And I am sure that they will appreciate it twice as much as you. So go ahead and make that the thing that today you will do. And then what I will do is catch all these evildoers.
Is utterly vanquished.
Yes, I suppose that this is not too bad a job done for a sergeant of the realm. Look at our lovely lad. Robert, he has absolutely smashed it, catching nearly 400 German sausages all on his own. Well, with the help of his personal attaché, of course. Yes, it's been an absolute pleasure. We should sausage it up another time. So then, it seems that we have performed beyond expectation, and the Holy Roman Empire has been sent running. Oh, they claim they can't afford the ransom. Apparently the German sausages are telling some fibs. Not that it's gonna help them.
Victory! Such is the fate.
Oh, and now Captain Davy has to defend his castle from Agostino Rossi.
These people now kneel before us, my lord.
It's going to be tricky. They have enough siege to absolutely tear our defenses apart. Let's see if they do.
The troops are assembled. Prepare.
So, welcome everybody. This is the Castle of Bern. We are defending Switzerland today, so if any Swiss audience member wishes to chip in, I welcome it heartily. Our most important job is, of course, to make sure that these vile siege machines that our enemies have brought to bear will not harm us. But if they do, then we do have some surprising twists here. Normally you would want to put stakes down in front of a gate, but let's imagine that they break down our walls, then the stakes should go in front of the walls. So that's what they do. Of course, we're going to try to make sure that they attack us by other means first and foremost. So we're trying to attack and annoy the living out of the trebuchets. Now, our mailed knights will not love the fact that they're being thrust into danger like this. They're already losing a bit of courage. But we're just going to have to live with that. It didn't deter the trebuchet at all. Okay. We may have done something to the catapult crew, but not great. Not great.
Our general runs before the enemy, leaving his troops behind.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. And the enemy is likely to pursue us. But that'll put them in tower range, which would be interesting. I'm not putting our troops on the walls before we know exactly how they intend to use their siege machines. But it seems that they will be going through with it and that our little gambit has not paid off. Though it is very tempting now to put our troops up here. So Yeoman archers, get up there and let's see what you can do. Fire a volley? Oh no, don't fire a volley. Come on. Ow. Yeah, get moving. Yeah, there's not much we can do now. We can send out our mailed knights again. They're going to flee quite quickly, I think. Look at the range of the trebuchets, though. It's not really much of a chance we can defend against it long term. But they're really going for it. Okay, it's one catapult down. Trebuchet.
Our general shames
And
us all.
no. They don't like it.
Soldiers still
Like,
fight.
no, no, no,
His
no.
infamy follow him.
Okay. So yeah. We were right in putting our stakes where we did. It's gonna continue with siege deployments for a little bit, so I'm just going to let it play out, and then we will come back once the enemy actually attacks us.
Now.
Here we are, the enemy is finally marching upon us. So our longbows will now have some serious work to do. Ah, and the general's bodyguard is marching straight for us here. Oh my lord, what a perfectly bad choice of action that was for them. And the Genovese crossbow militia is not going to fare that much better against our billmen. Let's get our archers back up here. Archers, are you doing your jobs? Yeah, you are. You're doing your jobs. Our levy spearmen are doing a fantastic job as well. It's good to see. Levy spearmen over here. Go say hello. The Genovese crossbow militia will love you. Hopefully. Or perhaps one ought to address the situation over here.
Our enemy's ladders have
These
reached
Italian
our
militia are
walls.
not going to be a
It's
problem.
time for butcher's work.
This catapult crew is not a problem. Okay. So actually, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Little individuals, so hard to hit. So few of them that it's hard to hit them with the mouse click of doom. Over here, Billman, yes. They took the enemy to task. Okay. How are we doing over here? Looks like we are in need of some longbows over here. Our billmen can rest a little bit.
Something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Come on, longbows. Don't just send 1 or 2 or 3 of your guys. I want all of them. Thank you. Most gracious of you to actually do as you're told. Okay, let's shoot a bunch more arrows down into these Genovese crossbees. These crossbees stills and Genovese militia.
Seems almost certain.
Crossbees still militia. Pumping out great country tunes with impeccable harmony work.
For the moment, the enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Very good, very
The battle is
good.
very much in our favor.
What is this? Are they serious in trying to use a trebuchet as a weapon of war without ammunition? Possibly. Yes. What's this? Oh no. Oh, that's not great. Now they've just forsworn the idea of even venturing toward our walls, and they're trying to shoot at us from afar. But I don't think that's going to dislodge us, dear crossbow militia of the Genovese persuasion. No. No, it won't. We're gonna hide behind our walls, goddammit. You might find it cowardly, but we find it effective. Oh, they still have militia or ammunition left to go. God bless them, they're really trying. Trying to cause as much wanton destruction as possible. They are very perceptive, these Italians. Going that they're under attack. Yeah, we're under attack. Not sure what to do about it. We're under attack. Let's bring our billmen. And use them for the purpose of ending the resistance of that trebuchet. A resistance to what? I'm not sure. Seems that they're just resisting the wear and tear of the wind at this point. But now they shall get a little bit more than just British wind. They will get bills. so many bills. For the honor of English parliamentarianism, we bring you the billman.
The battle is very
So
much in our
democratic are
favour.
we, and
If we remain
committed
true and
to
steadfast, victory will
good
be
political
ours.
governance that we are bringing you triumph through bills. No sense in trying to run them down,
By the grace of God,
but
our
we
foe
won.
is utterly vanquished. Let all who
Alright, Milan. Aww.
the day is ours.
You're more cold-hearted than your cash. What's this? Augustine Russell. Okay. He's actively disloyal, but you know what? He might stick around if he gets married into the family. Let's see.
Yes.
No, he doesn't. Well, maybe we can at least make him happy. Oh, stop shedding the blood of your fellow Christians. That's pretty rich, considering the fact that
Hail my king.
they just took one of our settlements. Come on, Mr. Popey man.
Hail my king.
This is not very conducive to us being good friends, dear
with
Pope.
honor, sire.
And given the fact that I made you the Pope you are today. Okay, well. I'm going to install a Theologian's Guild. Maybe that's going to make him happy. You know, in the long run. Bit by bit. Khan gets an archery range. And we'll get some feudal knights. That's lovely. Carnarvon. We'll keep on growing, at least for a little bit. And we'll keep building buildings that make us grow even further. Dongola's doing okay. We have some decent trade resources here, but not much trade access. That's the problem. It's sort of isolated, this place. So really, the strategy will be to grow the place as quickly as possible, to introduce better institutions, better infrastructure, better everything.
At your service.
And hello,
An
Biala.
opportunity called,
Oh my
my lord.
goodly, he
Going all out
didn't
for their
buckle
assets,
under the
sire.
pressure.
At your service.
What about this guy then? Well, he might.
Opening,
At your service.
shall I?
At your service.
Shubanak, I have...
At your service.
But for now, we're happy to have
At
Howard
your
Grey
service.
taking on some slave trading.
Ally.
Okay. We're still in the positive situation of having depleted Hamburg of mercenaries, which means that King Charles, not a very Danish name, but there you go, weakly authoritative as he is, he's just going to sit there without much recourse. He might be able to hire new troops, but he's not going to be able to assemble a mercenary army that rivals ours in a single turn. And that is good. So here's what we're gonna... Here's our bet, right? We're gonna bet that Antioch
Hail my king.
falling and us winning the crusade is a boon to us in papal regard. If we look at the actual points here, right? Denmark is only ahead of us by 1 point. So we might be able to sweet talk the Pope into
Aye, sire.
liking us a bit more.
We would see you
An alternative strategy could be to try to negotiate a peace with Denmark by offering to take Frankfurt in exchange for a peace deal,
Hail
but
my king.
as far as they see it, I'm sure they consider themselves to have more leverage than we do because they took it from us.
ordered.
So that's a little cycle of nastiness. We're going to introduce higher taxes in Paris. And hire some more spear militia. Yeoman archers will get some armor, which is nice. That's very nice. I like that.
Begone! You are not my liege! Come and fight me, you coward!
Then we'll just
I will
dare
only
these
address
people
you
to
in
try to
battle.
fight us on the field. Try to lay siege to your former capital, dear France. Just try it. See how well that does for you. I think one more turn is needed. We need to see the fallout from us being able to take Antioch.
Hail my king! Hail my king!
And perhaps we should even try to
Hail my king! Hail my
make a
king!
play for
Sire.
Acre
Approaching
here.
quietly. Investigating with discretion.
Because that could be
Your
very
orders, sire.
valuable.
Yes, my lord.
Hail my king!
Okay, this great cross needs to go over here. Then
Hail my
Adam
king!
can make it all the way to Acre
As you will,
and
my
even
king.
take it,
To
perhaps.
battle.
At
Lay
least in a
siege,
turn.
noble sire.
We'll have to wait either way.
We shall prevail in this siege.
We had a good
sire.
chance of getting in, but
Hail my king!
it wasn't high enough.
Hail my king!
Yeah, let's keep the armies as they are.
Hail my king!
Hiring a single unhorsed knight. That never hurt anybody. On we go. Ooh, it's possible this episode will have to end on a bit of a cliffhanger. Or maybe this will be a short battle. Short-ish, I guess. I think we can fight it pretty effectively, so let's just take it. Spain, your ass is grass.
I shall lead our forces into battle.
Welcome to our proud little city in Brittany. Not Britain, Brittany. We have a bunch of stuff to do. Most important of which being defending our gate from the cavalry that'll no doubt ride through it. To wit, we are bringing stakes to the game. We're raising the stakes, as it were. We also need to deter these town militia that are coming along with a siege tower, and we shall do so by planting longbowmen over here, ready to launch arrows at them, and then of course hold them down with bill militia, which should be rather effective. All of our spear militia will be here at the gate. They should be able to deal with their town militia, especially when flanked by our bowmen. And yes, these bowmen of ours, these longbowmen, may indeed come to blows with the Amulgavars over there. But I don't think it's going to be a huge thing.
At the walls. Repel the attackers.
What
Keep them
about our
still.
cavalry? We have 2 generals' bodyguard, and they're coming over here. I'm making the assumption that these guys will walk around the far side of the city to emerge over here, because that's the shorter route that they have. So our cavalry will emerge on this route. Maybe this will prompt that reinforcement army to try and intercept us, but I don't see that very often. Occasionally, yes, but
Our cunning
usually
foe
not.
has reached our walls with their siege tower. We must repel them.
The skirmishers have made it up. And they have a relatively low shield stat of 3, so I don't think we're going to be having much trouble with them. But just in case, we might as well use some spear militia to come along and scare them off.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Our archers are already causing them a little bit of pain,
The enemy are
and
battering
will
down the
cause them
gates.
even more. Our longbows are doing a lovely job. And the enemy surely does not like it.
To arms, my lord! The enemy's ram has breached the gates!
Indeed, but we are already at arms, so there's no reason to be up in arms, because we're already at arms. No reason to get uppity about this. that should bring down these skirmishers. Town militia. How are you doing? Are you
St.
steady?
George save us. The enemy have the
Okay.
walls.
Let's make you
Our
less
defense
steady
or
then.
all will be. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Ooh, splitting your attention, good sirs. Well done. The town militia just already flee. They flee. Oh, Vasco has died. That might also have something to do with it. Yeah, the stakes have been raised. Okay, how about these guys? They are indeed walking around the far side of the city as compared to
Enemy
our
army flees the
generals.
field. Pursue and run them down.
So life is good. At this point, our archers can stop archering, and our bodyguards can stop bodyguarding, instead resorting to simply charging down whatever they have. Running down the few troops that are indeed straggling and surviving on. I think we'll keep the billman on hand, just in case the enemy decides to venture into the siege tower or something like that. Sometimes they do. Our main attention will be diverted toward the gate, though. That's where I expect most of them to go. Oh, hello, town militia. Bring them down, please. That'll be ever so good. Ever so good. Ever so lovely. And this is our newest family member, isn't it? Running down troops in Brittany. Perhaps he'll want to run down even more. One could think of these crossbows that are just standing out there in the open, as if begging for attention. Winded is not exhausted. Now comes the interesting moment. Will they or won't they go for tower versus gate? They're going for the gate.
The battle is very much
That
in
much
our
seems
favor.
pretty clear
If
at
we
this point.
remain true and steadfast, victory will
Unless
be
they go
ours.
for the ladders. Will they go for the ladder? No. No, it seems that they don't. So, my lads. Oh, some of them do go for the ladders. Okay. Fair enough then. Ah, good job, my lad. Welcome to the family.
The enemy general flees
Their morale
like
is made of
coward he is.
breadsticks.
Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
They can't handle what we're dishing out.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
A tiny,
Our men
well-placed
are winning the
defense
battle.
is able to
If we
just
continue like
break
this,
them.
We will smash the enemy.
Shoot a few fire arrows, and suddenly the enemy doesn't know which way is up, but they appear to know which way is home. So that's, that's comforting, isn't it? Yes, welcome, town militia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And they
Behold
go in,
how
see
our
a bunch of dead
cowardly
horses, and
foe
go,
runs.
"No, I don't
It's
want
time
this.
to
I
press
don't
the
want
attack."
this. I do not want to die."
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is
Rather
a
understandable,
great
of course.
victory worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Oh dear. And so they ran away.
Glory, honor, victory. God
I'm only
be praised.
sort of sorry
He
for
has
that pun.
granted us victory.
Successful crusade, massive experience boosts, and oh, what do we have here?
We will not surrender.
A
these
Spanish
waters
navy.
easily.
No longer under papal protection.
Name the field of battle. We will
Oh, hello, and Lou Tyler. So many family members. Will you
As
all
you command.
want to go out hunting for
Come,
Spaniards?
praise me.
They'll wish they'd never been born, sire.
Of course you do.
An order, my king.
Fairly convincing. Henry Tyler likes doing that. Oh, that's good. I think Khan should probably also focus on some roads at one point. Not just for the economic benefits, but also for the logistical benefits, because once they are in place, I believe a unit such as our longbows could take 1 turn to get to Khan instead of 2. You know, that's a pretty sizable improvement from relatively marginal
See you dead.
Command me, sire. An order.
gains in efficiency.
We shall slaughter them, my lord.
Yeah, we'll want the whole army for that one.
As you wish. Yes, sire.
Smack!
Move
Oh my
into
god!
Crusty. Sire,
Okay.
we need to fall back and regroup.
Apparently we do.
Orders.
I overplayed my hand there. So, to end the episode, let's just investigate our papal standing. Oh, it's improved by a single point. Okay, usually it just heads into the stratosphere when you conclude a successful crusade, but not today. Not today. Too much has gone against us in that matter. Maybe it's our penchant for assassinating random dignitaries down in Italy. You know, maybe the Pope isn't too happy about
As
that.
you will.
That's very possible.
Name thy target, sire.
I mean, we can only
You have a
speculate, right?
target in mind, my king. Where
But
to,
we're done conquering the Germans now. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Yes, my lord.
Ah, hello Egyptians.
There is something you wish to speak of? Very well. Ma'asalam.
Yes, sire.
Potentially there's something I
Tomorrow's
wish to speak
journey
of.
plan.
Such as warning you that this Aleppo that you're trying to reach in modern day Syria is not going to go your way.
My king.
And while our
By
economy
your will,
has
sire,
been
we
better,
shall
I
engage.
will say it has not collapsed.
By God's will, we have triumphed.
We have managed
Victory, my liege.
to
A most
reintegrate
noble conquest.
our armies successfully under new regimes of
Ships ready.
non-crusading
Joining the fleet.
without going completely bankrupt. This is fabulous news. And it bodes very well for our action in the Levant in
Aye,
general.
Yes, sir. Full sail.
Of course, we're slightly hemmed in by the fact that our most prosperous city over here is not connected via land or sea to our newest holdings. We will want to change this, of course. But we can only do so if we take Alexandria and Gaza. I'm fairly certain that my consonants will make anyone actually able to speak Arabic comfortably wince and convulse, but I'm sorry. I do the best I can. I really do. I really do. But I think this episode has been productive, right? We have defended everywhere we needed to defend, and we have taken not only Paris, but also Innsbruck, and concluded successfully the assault on Antioch and on neighbouring Acre. And we will now proceed to develop these places, and once ready, not even the Egyptians will stand in our way. They will view themselves eventually as a minor power in the region they used to call home. But for now, that'll be all for today, so thank you indeed for watching and perhaps even playing along with me. Who knows what you guys are doing on secondary screens and whatnot. Regardless though, I am so happy that we could have this shared time together. So, your mission, should you choose to accept it, now is to be kind to yourself, be good to those you love, and then I will see you soon. This has been one fall.